Hey, you leaving so soon?
Well, it didn't come soon enough. Not that you guys weren't great.
Can't say the same about the food, though, huh?
No, I'm looking forward to trading in tapioca for orange chicken from Mr. Chang. But before that, I want to go home and just love on my little girl.
And you better get out of here, but the next time I see you, it better mean you're back on rotation.
I am so thankful that I have a job to come back to, thanks to you. If you hadn't kept Lisa on probation, I would be before a board right now, defending my job.
You're a good doctor. You deserve to be here.
I intend to prove that when I come back. I'm going to focus on my patients and avoid Lisa altogether.
Yeah, hopefully she does the same.
That's us.
See ya.
See you.
See ya.
I can't believe it's really happening. I'm going home.
You know, I wish that when we got home, we could... You know what? I'm driving you home. That's enough right now. And we're not going to talk about anything else. If we're going to talk about anything, let's talk about how the apple tree in the backyard needs to be pulled out because it's dead.
Okay, well, we can talk about that maybe if you want, but I just want you to know that no matter what happened with us as a couple, I'm just so grateful that you stood by me.
Okay, well, I guess you could say I am the other woman. I fell in love with a married man. Only he wasn't married when we first met.
I drove out to Jersey. I dumped the body in the swamp. They recovered it 6 months ago.
If Brenda shot this guy in self-defense, why the cover-up?
Well, because if I filed a report, the Balkan would find out that Brenda killed his son. She'd be a target. He'd come after her just like he is now.
At least you gave Brenda 3 years apiece.
Well, if you can call it that, she was safe, but she still had to live with the fact that she killed somebody.
If she hadn't have shot Alexander, you'd be dead. You both did what you had to do.
Well, the department, I don't think is going to see it that way.
Screw the department. You were assigned to protect Brenda, and that's what you did.
Yeah, I broke a hell of a lot of boundaries in the process.
Well, Mac won't be hearing about it from me.
It's actually Carly I'm more worried about. She thinks we're hiding something, an affair. She keeps digging. She's going to find the truth.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to keep Carly quiet. Can you do something about
I'm trying,
that?
but right now the bigger threat is the Balkan.
Okay, look, the Balkan started coming after Brenda after his son's body was found. So prior to that, it doesn't sound like he knew that he was dead, or much less how it even happened.
So what put the Balkan on Brenda's trail then?
Brenda was involved with Alexander at the time he disappeared. Now, the Balkan may not think that Brenda was the one who killed his son, but he's counting on the fact that she knows who did.
Miss Stanwyck.
Suzanne, please.
Jasper Jack.
Thank you for taking time to meet with me.
You're welcome.
I can imagine how busy you are running this hotel, which is beautiful, by the way. Rivals anything I've seen in Europe.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But I'm going to take a wild guess and assume that the director of ASEC didn't ask to meet with me to talk about the accommodations in my hotel.
You're right. I can see why Brenda considers you a dear friend. She needs honest people around her, like you.
Another compliment. Where are you going with this?
Brenda's work with ASEC has been very helpful. She has increased our operating revenue immeasurably. But for me, she's more than just the face of a charity. She's become a good friend. And that's why I asked to meet with you. Brenda needs your help.
I assume the date will involve a meal of some sort?
Yeah. That's what usually happens when you invite somebody out to have dinner.
Are you planning on preparing one of your signature pasta dishes for the Divine One, or patronizing a particular establishment?
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm going to plan. It's all right. You don't have to tell me.
But Mr. Sir is a frequent target of violence, and since the Divine One is a target as well, does that not, in fact, double the risk if you were to go out together? Perhaps you'd enjoy staying in. The Jackal would be happy to prepare a healthy repast for the both of you.
We don't need a chaperone. Spinelli.
Okay, well, if privacy is what you prefer, I mean, I could just retire to the confines of the weight room.
No way.
Hi.
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 You look great.
Thanks.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I just need to grab my jacket.
I'll get that for you. Don't do
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm sorry. I must protest. The Divine One cannot. You cannot risk life and limb as well as your emotional well-being to go out on a date with Mr. Sir. You have to cut this off before. You have to cut this off while you still draw breath.
Why don't you start with the coroner's office, see if anyone came forward to ID the body.
If that doesn't pan out, we can follow the money. Brenda said the guy was loaded, threw stacks of cash around everywhere, so that money's got to come from somewhere. I'm guessing it was his father.
Yeah, and we have to figure out where Alexandra lived in Europe, maybe track down an address, start talking to some people.
Well, according to the morgue records, nobody came by to claim the body. I'm looking to see if the police recovered any personal effects.
Well, I recovered his wallet, and I burned it after I dumped the body.
Is there anything inside?
Nothing. Cash.
You know, maybe Jack isn't a dead end after all.
I went through every file on the Balkan. There's no one that came up by the name of Jack.
What if it's not a first name?
I know, it's been a while. Yeah, I mean, is there any chance that one of you guys called out sick? I just need to pick up one shift. Yeah, another case, cheating spouses, of course. Pays the bills. What can I say? Yeah? Okay, it'll be the same deal as before. Just I'll do one set and then we'll split the tips. Is that good? All right, I'll go get my stuff. I'll be yeah, I know. I'll be there shortly. Thanks.
Thanks.
Brenda has always been one of my top priorities. And when I first suggested that she return to the States, she refused to even consider it. She said Port Charles was too complicated.
Well, that's putting it mildly.
Yes, I'm beginning to understand. It is clear to me that Sonny Corinthos has had a profound effect upon her, and none of it is for the good. And I was hoping you could shed some light on their relationship.
Well, I mean, their relationship is pretty common knowledge. It was dysfunctional. And they got together when Brenda was young. She was in college. Sonny took advantage because she was naive. It was a sad relationship to watch. On again, off again. And he almost got Brenda killed on more occasions than I care to remember. And he's never taken responsibility for it. He's just gotten more arrogant over the years. There it is, in a nutshell.
So it's safe to say you would think that Brenda is at risk when she's with Sonny.
Yeah. It's not a question of if something terrible will happen. It's a question of when it will happen.
Well, it's clear that you care about her very deeply.
What we had is in the past now. You know, I have a wife and family.
I've met your wife. She seems like a very capable woman.
She is.
Unlike Brenda, who is barely keeping her head above water. And that's where I'm hoping you'll come in.
I'm not sure what you're asking me to do.
You seem to be the only man who has ever drawn Brenda away from Sonny. I need you to step up and do that again.
Can I speak to you for a second? Just no. It's fine. Listen, you know, we've been having a nice chat, and I've been doing everything, you know, trying to be nice and the whole thing. But there's a line between concern and just being obnoxious, and you're very, very close to crossing that line.
Well, then so be it. I cannot, in good conscience, let the Divine One walk out that door.
Okay.
Let me talk to him for a second. No. It's okay.
No, but
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I promise. I couldn't be any safer than when I'm with Sonny. I know what I'm doing. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay?
I'm not convinced that you've considered the potentially dire and devastating consequences.
Okay. Well, we can think about the what ifs. You know, the rest of our lives. But the truth is, Spinelli, I've never felt this. I mean, I'm scared, but I feel alive. And, you know, I haven't really felt that in a very long time, and I wouldn't trade that feeling for anything in the world.
Even your safety.
I've been playing it safe for the last 8 years, so I really want this. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And I shall wish you all the happiness that you deserve.
Okay. I'll be okay, I promise. Okay, let's go. It's fine. Let's go.
I'll get that. Here. Let me get that.
Okay.
Wow. This is just too perfect.